Hello, welcome back to the Rod. My name is Beast, and today we're back with a new fucking series this time. You may be confused. Hey, Beast, didn't you say you would start this on Thursday? Actually, if you paid attention during the Harmony video, which I somehow doubt many people watched, quite frankly, would understand why it is wholesome. I cannot deal with that translation. But yeah, I was open to the option of recording it today, and turns out after my work, I'm surprisingly fine actually. Like I took like a 1-hour power nap after I was done showering after the work, and now I'm fine. Like I fucking took my power nap, got up, ate some fucking meatloaf, which that was a massive fucking thing because we had to use up 3 fucking portions of minced meat. Got that stuff because, you know, waste not and all that. I'm not gonna say anything more because I'm not sure if this would be a breach of contract, and I'm not trying to deal with that right now. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, I feel surprisingly fine, and, you know, I also drank like an entire can of energy drink, so I shouldn't have done that actually. This thing, first off, that's a sharp edge now. Shouldn't have done this for the joke. That first off, there's a sharp edge now. That's bad. And second off, I can get money back for this. I shouldn't have done that. I'm stupid. I shouldn't even have done that for the joke. Anyways, yeah, I decided to already record today because I'm feeling fine. And, quite frankly, there's not going to be that much difference, considering that I'm not going to be recording this game tomorrow. Like, realistically, it's just a 1-day head start, and this game has been out for 4 days at this point, meaning that by the time this video comes out, it'll have been out for 6 days. Which I think is fair enough. Like, I will immediately tell you, Neconion did not give me any kind of limitation on this. I did go out of my way to ask a staff member of Neconion, those of you who know him, Kiria, went out of my way to ask him, and the exchange was literally just this. I asked him, I should probably throw out the usual question just in case. Is it okay for me to record IroSekai, or do you want me to give it some time to stew after it releases? He said, I'll leave it up to your discretion. Maybe just don't go ham and upload it all at once. Lol. So yeah, that's why I've decided to like waste so much time, quite frankly. And in a way, it's also like, essentially, I'm already recording a little bit today. I'm not sure how much. It is almost 11 p.m. already, so I'm not sure how long I'll be actually playing this, considering how late it is already. But yeah, essentially, you can use this video to see, okay, how's the game? Am I interested in it? Do I want to buy it? If you're undecided, and for the people that have already played it for the last couple of days, and just to say, you know what? I want to see how this man ruins the experience. Well, you can stay here. Down in the description below, I'll be linking the Steam page for this game. As always. If it's not down there, remind me. If it is down there, don't remind me. I had a case where I asked that, and while I appreciate it, someone went out of their way to point out, don't worry, the link's in the description. There's no need to remind me if it's there. Like, very nice gesture, however, you misunderstood the instructions. But yeah, also, like, just gonna go and say, congratulations to Neconion. To the uninitiated, Neconion, essentially, you could almost say that the start of Neconion was a project of them wanting to do a fan translation of this game, as far as I know. If I'm wrong, correct me. But yeah, essentially, this is like a massive hallmark for Necronion. That they finally got to translate this officially even, instead of just it being a fan translation. So yeah, congratulations to them. Fucking go celebrate. I know your headquarters are in Germany. Go get yourself a nice beer. Yeah, anyways. Fucking drive to the Necronion headquarters and just fucking pay for a round of beers. Not actually gonna do that because I can't drive. I mean, technically, I'm still, for like the next 8 days, have a ticket where I can just use the fucking train system in all of Germany just freely. But I'm not actually gonna do that. Like, but yeah. I should probably also, like, get rid of my fucking webcam for a second so you can see the entire title. There you go. Colorful world. I want to spread my wings and fly into the sky. What weak subtitle. So, I don't know why I'd had to do that. Oh, yeah, right. Because fucking Oshiro Yumimira, I put, like, a whole ass fucking, like, mini poem below. Like, what was it in Oshiri Mimirai again? Fuck, now I'm curious. Let me check. Also, before you say anything, I am 100% aware that there's going to be a character in this game that I very much will like, but she will not have a route. So yes, I will rage strongly. Possibly a bit too much, quite frankly. But, hey, who cares? I care immensely. Hachi. Need part 1. Just want to take a look at the fucking main menu. There we go. There's part 1. The memories of that day, memories of you, I wish upon a star to always be with you. Nah, that was the subtitle. Now I'm curious, what was the subtitle of Gin Iro Haruka then? Gin Iro Haruka. I need part 1. I need part 1. I need part 1. I need part 1. Oh yeah, there was overall like 41 videos on it. Thus far, it's still not complete, considering the whole Yuzuki route not being finished. Yes, I do plan on eventually playing the Yuzuki route. Oh, that one's actually kind of short for Gin Iro Haruka. It's just winter comes around, we meet again. You know what? It's only fair. Hatsukoi had a beat of the heart, hand which comes into contact with he loves becomes loving to one. That one don't make sense. And that one don't make a whole lot of sense. I'll forgive it though. Why is YouTube trying to suggest a video to me that I've already seen? The fucking Skallagrim video reacting to the Iron Lily picture. If you know, you know. Anyways. But yeah. Is that all I wanted to talk about? I feel like that's all I wanted to talk about. I mean, the only thing I could talk about on top of that is the bullshit where I went to bed to where I would have actually had time to sleep like 10 hours until, actually, 12 hours even. Nah, like 11 hours, let's say 11. Like, between 10 and 11 hours. If I slept from when I went to bed to when I set my alarm. 4 hours after I woke up, after I fell asleep, I woke up again. Could fall asleep for the next 2 or 3 hours. Then only managed to sleep like for 1 additional hour until I was woken up because of work. Not even because of alarm, because the delivery came early again. That is, today actually that's do like a job that I've not done thus far, because usually people they check the delivery for if everything came like before I come in. This time apparently they didn't, so after I was done sorting everything in, my fucking boss just comes up to me. Oh, hold on. Were there like 20 of this? Were there like 15 of this one drink? Like crates of the one drink? And we're like, fuck, I don't remember. Actually, no, there wasn't 15. I'm pretty sure there was 21. That's not a joke. That's not me trying to make the 21 joke. There were actually 21. And then he just like, oh, okay. Anyways, you know what? Here, just handed me a piece of paper. Just like, tick off any that actually arrived there. Just sit there for the next 5 minutes. Fuck, was that in there? I don't remember. Hold on. Okay, I think that was in there. Yeah, it was in there. Tick. Oh, why is the name cut out by the goddamn puncher? So yeah, that was a fucking ordeal. Now that's all we're done with, and I've wasted 11 hours? No, minutes. I'm stupid. But hey, you come here for that kind of stupidity, I assume. If you don't come here for that type of stupidity, then you probably will just play the game on your own time, and quite frankly, you should. That was incorrectly worded. If you didn't come here for this type of stupidity, you would either re-download the game if you wanted to re-experience it, or watch another idiot play this. Actually, are there other people playing this right now? I'm actually curious. Colorful world. There is like an 8-year-old like full English prologue video, but apparently I'm the first one that's jumping on this for video-wise, at least as far as I can see. There's like one video of Anje, or Ange, or however you want to fucking say that, posting in one of the BGMs. I looked up IroSekai. Why is it trying to show me the cursed Elden Ring trivia contest that Rusty uploaded? And also fucking random ass animation for, oh lord, fucking Ben 10 animation. Just called Beast. Why is it being shown to me? I know I'm called Beast, but I'm not that type of beast. That's weird porn. Don't fucking show that shit to me. Even if you're gonna say, don't worry, they were baking. We all know they weren't. Anyways, new game. I've wasted enough time now. My quota has been reached. Feathers falling from the sky. Start the prologue. Sorry you had to see a close-up of my face just now. Feathers. Steel's heavier than feathers. Feathers falling from the sky. Shimmering white. Swaying with sea breeze. Fluttering about in a cooling zephyr. The feathers of God. The feathers which stole away their souls. Please, a voice says to me, I beg of you, save us from this place. This is a dream. I know. I'm fully aware of the fact that I'm dreaming right now. Then, once again, the voice calls to me. You'll forever be here waiting for you. After that, I embark on a long, long journey. There is a destination I must reach. To grant that person's wish. What will await me at the end of this journey? What will happen if which is to come true? When that day arrives, I'm certain that you and I will... awaken from my dream. And just like clockwork, a slight melancholy overcomes me. I always feel this way after I wake up from seeing that particular dream. Actually, let me just... oh yeah, right. That's how it works here. Text display speed. Fucking up that bitch. Oh, there's no between... there's no between 7 and 8. Let's say 7 then. I lied, put it to 9. According to my vision, I spot a translucent girl wearing a lab coat over top a school uniform I don't recognize. Her name is Nikai Doshinku. This sounds like the overworld theme from an RPG. Like, come on, like... just imagine this playing as you just run around the overworld. It fits, doesn't it? It weirdly fits. Anyways, save, because thumbnails are a need that I have. I was dreaming. The intense brightness of the summer sun forces me to squint my eyes when I look upward. Oh, yeah, it's the one you're thinking of. A bizarre cryptic dream that's been haunting me since childhood. In it, I promised something to some person, but I don't even know who they are. Hey Shinku, can I ask you a question? Why do you suppose people dream? From an evolutionary perspective, each function has to serve a purpose and increase chances of survival. Human beings, too, are designed in that fashion. So what purpose does dreaming have? How does dreaming increase our chance of survival? It essentially fucking... oh, first, actually, hold on before I say that. Mouse is flying plane. Actually, it's not animated in the recording. Weird. That actually is kind of weird. Yeah, anyways. It is processing information absorbed over the course of the day into a more compact form, so you don't need as much space to remember it by, if I remember correctly. It puzzles me to no end. Like, there's a reason why sometimes when you just wake up, the first thing you think is like, okay, what the fuck did I do during the day for that to be a thing? I think one dream that I didn't even mention in a recording was that I was just in my garden, but it was like a weird I was in a VR horror game with myself and Morgan, which I've talked about her a bunch of times before. And and here's the thing, I wasn't sure if it was VR. I could only assume because, first off, I wasn't really panicky. Like, I was weirdly calm. And also, when there was this fat fucking clown with a knife that charged me, all I did was, like, step aside and go to grab the knife. But instead of grabbing the knife, It's like as if you just press E. The fucking knife was suddenly in my hand instead of the clowns. And I proceeded to do that to like 3 clowns because for some reason they wouldn't stop running in a straight line after they fucking target you. And this continued on as me and Morg made our way up towards my grandmother's house, where I went in through the front door of my grandmother's house, which it has 2 doors. It's just the below one leads to the other apartment first, and you can then walk upstairs. So I opened the door and was like waiting for and I left the door open, waiting for Morgan to come. But she didn't come, and suddenly this fat blue zombie thing just showed up. So I was like, okay, you know what? Gotta close the door. So it was just right outside the window, but its fat belly was just clipping through the front door. And then I just like walked into my grandmother's living room and just like chatted with her a little bit while petting her cats, and then I remembered, wait, Morgan's still outside. You know what? I should probably like open the door down below, because this seems to be a safe zone, so she could just get in here. So I moved to go down into my apartment, into my future apartment, and I go down the stairs, which immediately leads into the hallway, and I go to move into the kitchen because it's a straight path, like hallway, kitchen, living room, front door. And as I'm about to walk into the kitchen, I just look over to the side. There's this massive fucking robot bear just standing there like this, which is like, which makes it really small, actually. Like, because like the ceiling is not that high there. Like, if I cannot jump in that hallway without hitting the top of my head on the ceiling. Like, there's maybe this much space. And he was just standing there like this without its paws touching the ceiling. And I just looked at it, and it looked at me for a second. And like suddenly it was like a fucking perspective change from Morgan just sitting on the bench outside. For some reason, none of the zombies are even near her. Like, they haven't noticed her. And the front door opens, and she's like, oh, I can finally go inside. He sure made me wait. But as she moves to go inside, she just sees me running out of the fucking door full sprint as the bear just rushes after me. And then I woke up. Like, it was like from a fucking skit. I don't know. And that was one of those days where I just woke up and was like, all right, what the fuck happened yesterday that caused that? Because like I didn't even play like any horror games or something, anything like that. I actually restarted playing Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but that wouldn't fucking lead to that. I feel, you know. So yeah, I was very confused. Also, I'm just actually turn down the volume a bit. I myself can barely even distinguish dream from reality at times. So what benefit could they truly provide? I think I read in one of Suzu's books that dreaming is necessary to organize memories or some. Do you know if there's any truth to that? What for?
私は夢を見ないからわからない。その相談には乗ってやれない。ごめんな、ユーマ。
A small girl in an oversized lab coat looks down at me with a forlorn expression. Yeah? The sorceress, Nikaido Shinku, then shifts her gaze to the sky. This feels like expository text a bit too much. It's alright to have it in like thoughts, but he's just like, ah yes, Yuma. Full name, Kanoe Yuma. Like, it feels a bit too expository in my opinion. Like, it just sounds odd in my, again, just my opinion. But it's got the same vibe as like walking into a fucking building in the game, like, and yes, times have been difficult for us ever since the army has decided to put an outpost in this town. Yes, it's been very hard since that outpost has been placed. It was far easier back then when I was still part of that syndicate, a secret organization, and just like starts spouting nonsense. Of course, it's not that bad, but it has like similar energy. Feel me? Huh? That's not too reassuring. Shinko ignores my quibble, smiling warmly at me before continuing. Knows. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Alright lads, team building exercise. Yeah, we're a team. Midsummer sky is a beautiful clear blue from end to end. Such a nice, breathtaking sight that I can just close my eyes and imagine white feathers falling like midwinter snow. However, my daydreaming is abruptly interrupted by the sound of the door opening. Is there even a need? They won't see regardless. What's that supposed to mean?
気持ちの問題。誰かが近くにいるのに、その人に自分のことを全く見てもらえない、気にしてもらえないっていうのは、あんまり気持ちのいいことではないんだよ。
As it must be. I've never experienced anything like it before, naturally.
そんなものさ。
Shinko's figure disappears, diffusing into the blue of the sky. Now that she's gone, I'm left feeling melancholy. Like my dream is revisiting me in a sense.
やっぱりここにいた。
I look over and see a girl casually strolling towards me. Mio. Kisaragi Mio. She and I have been good friends since childhood.
やっと見つけた。遅刻サボりの常習犯。ホームルームにも出ないで、こんなところで何をやってるの
？Nothing particular, honestly. I quickly stifle a small yawn. Just thought I'd take advantage of the nice weather and come take a nap out here instead of going to class, that's all. I gaze off into the distance toward the rotating wind turbines dotting the mountains. Are they actually turning though, or is it just that dream altering my perception of reality? I nimbly jumped to my feet. And in doing so, I rid myself of those final tiny remnants of melancholy still lingering on. So, what does the academically gifted child genius of our school, Kisaragi Mio herself, want with a slacker like me? What? The childhood friend appears slightly irate. You were looking for me. What'd you need me for? She hands me a single piece of paper. What's this? What do you have here? I found an exam sheet.
ホームルームで配られたの。午後の授業からの半日をまるまるサボっている誰かさんを抜きにして。
Okay.
ひどい内容ね。
Yeah, you could say that again. Almost can't believe my eyes.
回答欄に丸が一つも見当たらないのは私の気のせいだったりする？
Wow, you wound me, Mio. I spy one.
どこに？
Right here. Pointed out her with my finger. That's his name. See, I got one right at least.
それは回答欄じゃなくて採点欄。0点の丸、無価値の印。
Youch. Not like I truly and honestly care about my grades, but being subject to rebuking makes me feel kind of guilty, as good as it is. Look, I can get results when I put in the effort. The only problem is I never feel like putting in the effort. No, if that's any... I don't know if that's the best way to describe, but I hope it's clear enough to you to understand.
そうね。それはそうかもしれないけれど、でもそういうことは自分で言うものじゃないって思うけど、違う？
Yes, it does. You're completely and utterly right. I crumple the paper into a wad and shove it into my pocket so I don't have to continue holding it. As I do that, Miu clears her throat effectively.
その自称やればできる子は家庭教師が必要だったりはしない？
I think a tutor's what I need.
そう。どんなにやる気を見せない生徒が相手だったりしても、最低でも50点くらいは取れるようにしてあげられると思うけど。
Okay, let me see if I'm getting you right. So you're saying that no matter how lacking I am in the brains department, as long as I have to display some modicum of motivation, I can recover from the rut I'm in through your tutoring.
あんたはやればできる子なんじゃなかったの？
Well, yeah, I could do it by myself, but like I'm looking to maximize my grades with minimal effort. If, for example, there was a method to artificially boost your IQ, I'd do that in a heartbeat. It's essentially what I'm trying to convey to her.
何にしても今よりひどくなるようなことはないと思うけど。
Yeah, I guess. I suppose I can at least put in a teensy bit of effort. Again, at the end of the day, I'm only aiming to graduate, even if it's with the bare minimum amount of credits. You don't need to worry about me.
いいから、そんなことを気にする暇があるんなら、せめて時間通りに登校しなさいよ。
Huh?
あんまり口うるさく言いたくないけれど、今日だって登校してきたの2次元目が終わってからだったじゃない。
Yeah, that I did. I can't tell her I was busy with work. That would just be an excuse, and I don't want her to doubt my sincerity any further.
あのね、知ってる？
What?
どうしてかユーマが遅刻すると、担任が出席を取るとき、私に確認するのよ。あいつはまた遅刻なのか？
Wow, really?
そうなのよ。そういうの、正直いい加減にしてほしいって思うの。
I'm sorry about that.
とにかく渡すものはちゃんと渡したからね。
Okay, thanks again. Say. Oh, by the way, fun fact, opacity set to maximum. If you go ahead and look at the options menu, it is set to maximum, yet you can see clean fucking through it. Gotta love that in the game. I'm of course playing the censored version because, yeah. Fuck editing. Anyways.
何？
Well, we all walk home together. I feel like we don't do that much anymore.
一緒に？
Well, we take the same route for part of the way, plus, kinda wanna do something to make up for all the trouble I always put you through.
いや。
Oh, not even a second of hesitation, that really stings. And she has to give you a stink eye on top of the already brutal rejection.
そうね。そういうのも、あんたがもう少しやる気を出してくれたら考
Tsundere.
えてもいいけど。
Motivation boost for what?
日頃の行いに対しての。
Right.
約束して。少しでも私に迷惑をかけたとか悪いなって気持ちがあるなら明日は遅刻しないって。
I'll try.
とにかく
Rio turns her back to me and slowly raises her left
約
hand.
束したからね。
The door shuts with a clonk. The echo of Mio's footsteps gradually grow fainter as she walks down the stairs. He also didn't say yes, though. Stare at the vast, endlessly blue sky overhead. You know... Sometimes I get the feeling she might actually hate me.
嫌われてる？ どうして？
It's just a feeling. Can't point to any specific reason and say that's why.
本気でそんなこと考えてるのか？
You fucking stupid? Half and half, I guess.
そうか。
Whenever she sighs at me, I feel kind of queasy. It's hard to describe.
それなら、その干渉、私の力で直そうか。
Nah, it's probably not a wise idea. You can't sacrifice memories for something as trifling as this. The city we live in is a rural port town by the name of Kazatsugahama. Is that how you say it? I'll just assume that's how you say it. To our front lies the big blue sea, stretching as far as the eye can see. Behind us roars a mountain range full of vegetation that walls the town in. Decorating these peaks are a number of wind turbines, slowly rotating with the force that the gentle sea breeze applies. I think I once heard somewhere that the wind power generated from them accounts for half of the city's energy. These days, towns that rely primarily on wind turbines provide electricity are few and far between, I feel like. We've long since discovered the most efficient infrastructures for maximizing quality of life in this modern society of ours, so why do we still hold on to these relics of bygone eras? Then again, I'm not an expert on engineering science as it relates to society. Maybe, though, if I work with my imagination, I could piece together some sort of picture. Or I just need to use my imagination. Long, long ago, there was a town much like our own, yet quite distinctly different. These wind turbines were vital and indispensable to the people's livelihoods. Strangely enough, as I peer out at the row of them lining the mountain ridge, I feel compelled to accept this imaginative fantasy as reality. But I digress. Aside from the huge spire-like wind turbines on the mountains, the cape also holds an old mossy lighthouse that stands at a towering height. There's not much really worth mentioning about Kazatsuguhama. Letsuguhama. They're just a quaint, peaceful old port town with a relatively small population. I live in an apartment located in one section of the town. I've been living there by myself for as far as I can remember. Pull open the poorly fitted glass door of the old wooden building before me that looks so shabby that it would collapse from someone simply blowing on it. Pardon me. This place is a privately managed student dormitory called Arashiyama Hall. I take off my shoes, then proceed to walk on an instinctively familiar route through the halls until I reach the basement. After descending down the stairs, I flip the switch, turning on a single solitary light bulb dangling from the ceiling of the small basement. And as the room is illuminated, a large old wall clock appears. What should I set the time to today? Kinda a bit unsure. Mull over it a while. Shinko and I have already tested countless different combinations. Can't name each specific one off the top of my head.
悩んだ時は適当がベストだと私は思うな。考えたところで答えの出ることでもないんだし。
Good point. Let's give it a whirl. I flick the minute hand on the wall clock with my finger. Come on, please be the right combination. The floating hand slows gradually before eventually coming to a stop. 5 o'clock, 33 minutes. Have you been there before?
多分、私の記憶が正しいならね。
Immediately after closing the door to the wall clock, 5 deep, loud gong tolls reverberate throughout the room. The light bulb on the ceiling begins to flicker on and off. On and off.
初めての場所は緊張するな。危ないところじゃなければいいけど。
I've already kind of gotten used to it, really. But enough talk. Let's go. Here's hoping we'll be able to obtain some useful information. After seeing myself open the door to the basement. She and I are searching for something. There's a destination we must reach at all costs. A place where shimmering white feathers fall from the sky. We know of it deep down, but can't seem to recall what or where it is. The mysterious land which I seek in my dreams. We should find there all that we seek. But even knowing that, even though we know it to be true, we do not know what it is we search for. Its identity eludes us. Why is that? It's because she and I hear a loud, painfully nostalgic sound in my head. The sound of a gong. Promise me, the voice says to me. Please, I want you to promise me. Begin to ponder the meaning of freedom. What determines it? What its significance is. And then I ponder something far, far greater in importance. Pure white feathers fall downward from the sky as I continue to gaze up. Swish, swoosh, swish, swoosh. I hear the rhythmic sound of the wind turbines rotating. At that point, I awaken from my momentary slumber. Look towards the classroom clock to confirm the time. Are you lunch break? Damn. Can't believe I forgot to buy some. And it's too late for me to go to the school store. There's not likely to be anything good left. Guess I'll just have to stave off the hunger somehow. Test of endurance until dinner. Ugh, starving. I collapse onto the desk, exhausted. I'm gonna die.
さっきから何なのよ。ご飯が美味しくなくなるじゃない。
So I lift my head from its prostrated position.
そんな神気臭い顔してどうしたの?
Neo's staring back at me, confused with chopsticks in her mouth. Peeking over her shoulder, I spy a lunchbox and a milk carton resting on her desk, which is diagonally from mine.
お昼ご飯は?
Due to various reasons, no. Just a wee bit too ashamed to tell the truth, specifically that I simply forgot to bring anything. I'm skipping along today because of that, what was it called again? Intermittent fasting? But yeah, I'm doing it on purpose, so don't worry.
悪趣味。逆に体に毒だと思うわよ。そういうの。
Yeah, maybe. I'm forced to awkwardly plaster a smile on my face. But goodness gracious, your lunch looks mighty scrumptious if I do say so myself.
何その目。そんなに物欲しそうな目をしたってダメよ。
She peevishly knits her brow, then follows up by questioning me.
好きで断食してるんじゃないの?
She covers her lunchbox and moves it closer to her.
絶対にあげないから。
Please reconsider. Look, let's just that half-eaten shrimp there will do. Even the smallest crumbs bestowed upon this poor lowly soul ravaged by hunger would be enough to save me. What?
ゲツ。
Huh? What are you talking about?
知らない。
She plops the fried shrimp to her mouth. Oh, the cruelty! I lifelessly fall back onto my desk. Ugh, my stomach.
そんなの小さな頃は平気だったくせに。
What do you mean?
別に正直に忘れましたって言えば食べさせてあげたのにって話。
What? No joke?
ええ、マジよ。私は嘘も嘘つきも偽善も見えっ張りも嫌いなの。
Somehow I feel like she is all of those. Because Okay, I'll admit, I forgot my lunchbox today. Like, very confident the lunchbox had been lost in the depth of oblivion to me until you mentioned it a few minutes ago.
そういえばユウマ、昨日も一昨日もそのまた一昨日もお弁当忘れたでしょ。
Did I?
そうなのよ。そんなことも覚えてないの?
Negative. I've searched through my memory, but I can't seem to locate anything. Miu sighs in exasperation.
今更だけど、その忘れっぽい性格というか、性質というか、どうにかした方がいいわよ。
Damn, I feel so connected to the MC. He also forgets everything. Whoops. Zoom out, actually. Are we that forgetful? Maybe I was as a kid, but now I am. I sure don't realize it. I decide to feign ignorance.
ユウマ、頭の中身を一度 CT スキャンとかで検査してもらうとかしてみた方がいいわよ。
After that, she faces forwards and resumes eating. Wait, no, I need food. Mio.
何?
He turns towards me again with very visible reluctance. You're a childhood friend, are you not? So, would you, with the stereotypical childhood friend, not graciously lend a helping hand in the situation? You know, with a sigh, acting all annoyed and exasperated.
私の教育方針はスパルタが基本なの。
Why have you forsaken me? I laughed as fall into my desk for the third time now. Mio, baby, all I need is some love.
いいや。
Not even a second of consideration.
他を当たってちょうだい。
Sight of my childhood friend's back brings me great pain. Her long black hair sways as the wind streams through the open window near her. Might have a work assignment today, so I gotta preserve my energy. I close my eyes and try to fight off the gnawing hunger. Who dropped the moon? Who dropped it? I'm not mad. I just want to know. References. School is now over. Just like yesterday, I arrive at Arashiyama Hall and stride through the door sill. Room 202. That's my destination. I walk through the familiar halls and soon find the door of the room in question. 2 knocks. Huh. No response. Try turning the doorknob and lo and behold, it's unlocked. Are you there, Suzu? After calling the inhabitant's name, I open the door and take a peek inside. What a killer to clean this place up a bit. Rubs just scattered across every inch of this tiny, cramped floor.
ユウマ、頼むからこういうデブ症なところだけは似ないでくれよ。
Why would I?
反面教師って言葉があるだろ。弟子が師匠のすべてを真似する必要はないんだってことだよ。
I'll be fine. You probably don't think I'm much of a clean freak, but I actually am. I carefully walk further inside. Then, once I reach a thin glass-sided door, I open that and enter her room. Oh, brother. Has this mess gotten bigger since the last time I was in here? Mounds upon mounds of books piled everywhere, as the eye can see. Inside one of those mountains, I discover a squirming creature. Suzu, what in God's name are you doing writhing around on the floor like that? Are you a worm? Squirming person is none other than Natsume Suzu, a non-student resident of the student dormitory in name only. Okay, I see what the issue is. Sorry I didn't notice earlier. I clap my hands together as it all finally hits me. You gotta go potty?
そんなのはいいから早く助けてよ。
The pale white arm protruding out of the book pile sways around frantically.
圧縮プレイってのもお姉さん嫌いじゃないんだけど、さすがに窒息死は辛いかも。
Oh lord. Erotic asphyxiation. What the hell is that? It's called breath play. I grab hold of the arm and pull her out. The mountain of books falls, swirling up a massive cloud of dust.
新鮮な空気って素敵よね。
Some tells you she's the character that doesn't have a route. She smiles, dust covering her face.
そんなわけで、おはようございます。
Yeah, hi. So do you still have to pee or no?
そんなもの出ないやい。
She fidgets around bashfully.
それはそうと、早速だけどお願いがあります。
Sure, what do you need my help with?
お姉さんはお腹が空きました。
Why is that?
実はもうかれこれ3日も何も食べてません。
Well, that, certainly sounds like a problem.
そうなの。大変なの。
お姉さんはとってもとっても空腹なんです。なぜならここのところゆうくんがお姉さんを全然構ってくれないから。料理も全く作ってくれないし。
That's borderline slander, Suzu. You've been on cooking duty these last few days, remember?
あれ、そうだっけ？
She blinks repeatedly,
と
confused.
もかくさ、何でもいいから美味しいものを食べたいの。君のおごりで。
When we finish her spiel, she collapses right there on the spot.
でも外出は面倒だから適当に何か買ってきてくれたらお姉さんはとってもご満悦。
Fine. I heave a sigh. It's not my turn to make dinner, but so be it. I'll make an exception today, just for you, madame, and strive to prepare the most exquisite meal I've ever tasted. She gives me a round of applause.
だから好きだよ、君のこと。嫁に行きたいくらいだよ。
Okay, I'm making sure that she is the one that doesn't have a route in the end before we get even more upset. IroSekai, IMDb. Yep, she's the one. Fucking course. It's so fucking obvious. Well, shucks, thanks. But before anything else, I'll have to clean up her utter hellscape of a kitchen so that I can actually use it. Alright, it's ready. Hope it wasn't too long of a wait. I prepared some extremely delicious yakisoba for you today. Last stroke of luck, I managed to find a pack of instant yakisoba that was quickly approaching its expiration date in one of the trash mounds I was cleaning up. I was able to whip that up nice and quick. I'm about to bring it in, so could you please tidy up a teensy bit?
嫌だ。
Age 22, supposedly. Hobbies, reading, addict, seeking a handsome boyfriend. The woman boasting that stunning profile is currently rolling around on the floor like an animal.
めんどくちゃい。
Right.
まるで子供みたいだな。
Shinka's beside me with a big smirk on her face. Oh, absolutely.
何が全くその通り？
Just talking to myself.
なんだよ。感じ悪いの。
She puffs out her cheeks like a blowfish. Then proceeds to continue rolling around on the floor. Creates some space on her small, messy table that's covered in books. Once that's done, I place a plate of yakisoba there. Why are you so lazy? You'll never find that handsome boyfriend you're looking for sitting around at home all day. Of course, if you want to be forever alone, then I'll respect your decision.
結婚か。それはほら、大丈夫だよ。万が一行き遅れたとしても、その時はきっと君が男らしく私をめとってくれるはずだから。
What? Are you serious?
期待しているからね。
I'll gladly pass.
そんな即答なんてひどい。
I might be picking up on Mio's habits.
ああ、何それ。
Nothing. Quit squawking already. I prefer to eat sometime this day. Oh, mind if I just use my chopsticks to serve?
オッケー。
I help my lazy master up off the floor and pass her small plate along with some disposable chopsticks. Alright, let's eat. I press my hands together.
3日ぶりのお食事がインスタントな焼きそばのみだなんて惨めだよ。もっとちゃんとしたものが食べたいよ。
She really is a child. Can't help but let out a small chuckle. Maybe instead of complaining, you should do something about it. Like, for starters, you could learn to stop spending all your monthly food budget on books. The not quite expired yakisoba tastes a tad bland to me. Didn't receive a pretty hefty payment from your last work assignment over here. That much money, you could probably afford to live a bit lavishly for a decent period of time.
何が言いたいの？
Even if, hypothetically, you bought every single book on the shelves of a local bookstore, you still have more than enough to buy decent food. So, why penny pinching?
別に食費を削ったりはしてないんだけどね。ただ、外出したり自炊したりするのがめんどくさいってだけで。
I don't want to ask, but have you already spent all that money?
金遣いの荒いお姉さんは魅力的だろう?
Why is she smirking at me? All I can do is smile and sigh internally. To elaborate further on who Natsume Suzu is exactly, her occupation is liberator. The general work of a liberator consists of freeing the client from whatever they are shackled by. It may seem vague, but that's the task of Suzu's trades. But it's the task people of Suzu's trades are assigned with. As the application of someone like her who's built up quite the reputation in his business, my work mostly consists of just scheduling and other clerical things. While I can manage schedules, managing their finances is simply put beyond my scope. But if I were in charge of money, I think I could at least get her to the point where she doesn't spend money designated for food on books. In summary, this woman is wild with the spending habits.
ずっと欲しかった本がやっとオークションに出品されたんだもん。それもめちゃくちゃレア本だよ。
Oh, cool.
何そのそっけない対応。
There she goes, puffing up her cheeks again. As much as I'd love to point out how petulant she's acting for a woman her age, I won't. She'd like to send me flying.
とにかくそんなの見かけちゃったらもう食らいつくっきゃないでしょ。そこで尻込みしてちゃ何のために仕事をしてるのかわかんないんだよ。
Okay.
それにさ、大切なあちら側での仕事をやるときに備えて、こういうところで英気を養っとかないとね。
Yeah, makes sense.
そうなんだよ。そこはほら、こう負けっぱなしじゃいられないっていうか。
She thrusts a clenched fist up in the air, chopstick still in hand.
目指せ。お仕事達成率 1%。
That's a pretty low goalpost you set there.
そんなの関係ないって。まずは第一歩が大切なんだよ。どんなことでもさ。
I agree, but wait, isn't it? We've maintained a 100% success rate for jobs from over here, from our world. I'm constantly asking myself what we have to do to fix that gaping disparity.
それはいい子なしだよ。なんとなくしょげちゃうから。
All true. Reflecting on our work assignment from the previous night. Our client was the family of a girl who had been stalked by a deranged individual plagued by some very deep-rooted delusions. The nature of his delusions? The specific kind of harm he inflicted upon the girl. And I want to think about it again. Makes my stomach churn. Anyway, detailed investigation had uncovered that the perpetrator was a bureaucrat belonging to a large organization with backing from a certain law enforcement agency. What this meant, unfortunately, was that we couldn't turn up to the law. We couldn't even bring the man to court and hold a trial. It's sad, but we live in a world of iniquity. Iniquity is so foul that all one can do is accept defeat and cry bitter tears. When there exists an injustice that the law itself can't judge, or rather an injustice that the law perfectly avoids judging, the victims have no other choice but to turn to people like us, freeing the client from all which shackles them both mentally and physically. That's one facet of the work we do as liberators, right?
そうだね。それも一部も一部。ごく表層の話でしかない。あくまでも金銭を稼ぐことを前提とした文字通りのお仕事だ。
As for a bit of an update on where the case is now, it's being dealt with behind closed doors as the crazed individual in question has been publicly pronounced missing. I don't understand, how do we have so much difficulty with the work assignments over there when everything over here goes so smoothly?
人間相手だと色々と楽だからね。動機も手口も単純なんだ。人っていうのは誰も彼もね。それに引き換え、あちら側の相手は単純思考な人間と違って予測不可能だから。
Jobs from over here naturally referred to jobs in this world. jobs from over there refers to work assignments you get from clients living in worlds accessible to us because of the unique nature of this dormitory's basement. Are there any new job requests from over there, by the way? She shakes her head. I see. Well, having no job requests essentially means that things are peaceful, so I can hardly complain. As I lend her an ear, I begin to ruminate about our requests from over there. Which leads me to that dream I keep seeing. Please, I beg of you. Door stuck. Please save us. Nah, I'm just talking to myself. Our requests over there always follow the same general pattern. Saving someone who seeks our help, much like the girl I see in my dreams. Release them from the restraints imposed upon their life and grant them the bare minimum degree of freedom. That is, the ability to choose freedom. That is the contract we make with our clients. That is our duty. But for some reason, we've yet to see a single success. We've had more jobs over there than I could count on my fingers, too. Things just won't go our way. As perplexing as it is. Well, enough work talk. What was that book you bought? You know, the one you bought from the auction that's supposedly super duper rare or whatever? This is the brightest smile I've ever seen her. She walks over to the closet and very, very carefully takes out a single book. There's the book. The super duper rare book. Certainly seems to have quite the history to it. It's very old looking. She folds her arms and nods sagely. Jeez, what kind of book is it? Oh, that's pretty cool. No, but truth be told, I don't understand a single word that just came out of her mouth. Ah, damn, I guess we really did stumble upon buried treasure, so how much was it? This thing almost looks like an ancient tome. I mean, the binding is so ridiculously elaborate and ornate. I flip through the pages. It's 100... I'll guess 100,000 yen or so. Wait. Don't tell me it was actually around 1 million. My hand immediately freezes in the middle of turning a page. It was how much? Alright, let's test what that is in dollars and euros. Yen to dollars. I would appreciate if it doesn't fucking continuously get rid of my goddamn expansion to actually just put that in. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But yeah, 800... $800 million. That is $5,334,879.53. Now, if you do the same for the euro, it is 4,935,521 euros and 45 cents. You know what? Let's fucking go all out. What is it in pounds? 4,225,595 pounds and 12 pence. You know what? Fuck it. What's it in ruble? Roughly half. Any others? Come on, Canadian dollars? Nah, boring. The Vietnamese currency is called dong. Oh lord. You know what? How much dong is it? How much dong is it? Oh Jesus Christ. That's goes into the billions all of a sudden. It's 130,322,600,000 Vietnamese dongs. That's a lot of dongs! Oh lord. I closed the book, wipe off my fingerprints, then carefully returned it to her. Was that a joke? That's pretty funny.
いや、違うよ。奥だよ、奥。一括払いで大人買いしてやったぜ。
She flashes me a thumbs up.
どう？男前でしょ。
Oh, it's definitely bad, alright. Well, it's her money. I'll let her do with it as she pleases. I'm repeating myself at this point, but I'm not in charge of managing her personal finances. Alright, I'm done eating, so if there's any new, if there aren't any job requests from over there, I'm probably gonna head home now. Susan herself wasted no time getting back to her books after finishing. It's nearly impossible to grab her attention when she's in this mode. All I get are vague mumbles for responses. See you tomorrow.
あ、そうそう。ゆうくん、一ついい？
Oh, sure. I never expected her to stop me while in reading mode. Caught me a bit off guard. Is it important? She looks up from her book with a brooding expression.
インスタントの焼きそばってさ、お湯でふやかしてるだけで別に焼いてないのに、それなのに焼きそばだなんて、これ以下に。
I'm confiscating the 800 million book. Ah, you raise a good point. A non-agreement. Following that, we both share a smile. Aurora Earth. Aurora Borealis. At this time of year. I went straight home after leaving Arashiyama Hall. Also, yeah, we have looks for the MC. Look at the handsome lad. There's where I live. It's a small, rundown apartment on the outskirts of town. I live here alone, so there's nobody to lovingly welcome me back. It's been that way for as long as I can remember, ever since I first woke up in this room. Check the time. It has to be just a little after 8. Okay, so the way he phrased that, and considering what Shinku mentioned before, he somehow had to use her powers, and it essentially has taken away most of his memories to where he literally has no memory from before just waking up in this room one day. Just gonna throw out that theory. I feel kind of restless. I'm not sure why. I always feel that way whenever I'm in here. My body just doesn't want to sit still for whatever reason. Yet odd as it is, I feel sort of attachment to this room. It doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna do that to myself, then shut my eyelids. The person in my dreams calling to me. At least I feel they are. The winds are howling. Feathers dance high in the sky as they performed the serenade to steal someone away. The voice says to me, let's exchange a promise. Look directly upward at the vast open sky. The wind howls. A strong, chilly sea breeze. Wind turbines atop the mountain slowly rotate. Then I hear the voice again. The world beyond return, they call to me. Please, I beg of you. Door's stuck. I mean, please save us. It's the dead of night. Seem to have awoken at some odd hour. 2 o'clock in the morning to be exact. So I dream again. It was an immensely unpleasant dream, and I'm not able to recall with clear detail what went on in it. That only adds to my discomfort. I desperately scour the recesses of my mind for any minute detail pertaining to the dream. I managed to recall only 2 things. Feathers falling from the sky, and a person telling me to save them. I really should ask Suzu about it. It's a dream I see virtually every night, so it can't be entirely unrelated to our work. Maybe it has some sort of real-world significance. I've yet to mention these dreams to her. Doubt anyone wants to listen to someone ramble about a dream they had. Sounds boring. Anyhow, I don't know why, but I don't feel like I'll be able to sleep well tonight. Maybe because of the dream. Or possibly because of how restless and uncomfortable I feel whenever I'm in this apartment room. My chest feels so agonizingly tight. I ultimately decide to take a nighttime stroll through the town, still in my sleepwear. I'm not planning to stay out here long, only until the drowsiness kicks in. I gaze up at the night sky, like me in my dream always does. The large full moon hangs high above, radiating a faint orange glow. It's so outlandishly large that one would think it came straight from some fantasy world. Full moon's pretty, but it's also kinda... sudden strong gust of wind. Wind turbines rotating slowly and rhythmically. And feathers falling from the sky. Yeah, that seemed way too out of place in this pitch black sky. Even disregarding that, rain, snow, and hail fall from the sky, not feathers. Please, I beg of you. Door's stuck. Please save us. You will have to deal with that joke at least like another 20 times. Don't worry about it. Still staring at the dark sky above, I softly mutter those words that always seem to play on loop within my dreams. A voice says to me, "Let's exchange a promise. A promise." I made one. Or rather, the dream did. Everything about that dream was clouded in obscurity. The logic of that world, the reasoning behind my actions, everything. What the hell is it trying to tell me? There's restlessness, there's irritation. It refuses to go away.
Naあ、ユウマ聞いてるか?
Huh? I suddenly see Shinku's face directly in front of me. What's up?
手をつながないか?
Huh?
だから手をつなごうって言ったんだ。
Yeah, but why?
いや、なんとなくね。そうしたい気分なんだ。
She gently grabs my hand. Shinku?
自分で言い出しておいてなんだけど、改めてこういうことをするのはちょっと恥ずかしいかもしれないな。
She smiles a bit bashfully. Hey, what are you... She begins to playfully swing my hand back and forth, just like a child enjoying a leisurely stroll after the passing of a rainstorm. What's gotten into you, Shinku? You're acting weird. Still allowing her to continue swinging my arm, I continue. Are you sick?
しっけえな。
She pouts.
私は風邪なんてひかない。
Dan, why are you doing all this? I'm telling you, it's just not like you.
それはこっちのセリフだよ。丸ごと全部返してやる。変なのはユーマ。お前の方なんだよ。
How so?
さっきからなんだか難しい顔してる。どうせ夢のことを考えていたんだろう。
Well...
ユーマが考えてることくらい私はお見通しなんだよ。
So allow me to summarize. You want to hold my hand because I had a pensive expression on my face? Not following the logic behind that.
悩んでも考えてもわからないものはわからない。わからないものはわからないで、今はそれでいいんだ。
For now.
そう。
Oops.
今わからないことも、いつかわかるようになる時がきっと来るから。
What's that supposed to mean?
今この瞬間にわからないこと、どうしても知りたいって思うこと、だから何も不安に思うことはないんだ。
That sounds like some sort of religious dogma.
違う。これは時間と物質とを思考的に捉えた力学の問題だ。そんなんじゃない。
Doesn't seem any different to me.
実際的な観測の数値と価値観の相違だ。
Sorry you're losing me.
とにかく私は無宗教なんだ。神様とは意見が合わない。だからそんなオカルトと科学的な観測を一緒にしないでほしい。
Hold up. Religious faith isn't paranormal.
いいから黙って手をつながれていろ。それ以上何もいらない。
Focus my attention on the hand I'm holding. Shinku's small, gauzy palm. Cozily warm physical sensation. She has a translucent body. In essence, she's something like a spirit. If for some reason I'm able to touch and feel her when no one else can. It's a total mystery. Slowly trace my fingertips along the palm of her
や
hand.
めろ。くすぐったいじゃないか。
She giggles. Everything about her is a
し
mystery.
かしあれだな。
What's funny?
一人じゃろくに夜も眠れないだなんて。いつまで経っても世話がかかって仕方ないやつだな、ユーマは。
Now be quiet. Tighten my grip on her hand. Leading Shink by the hand to take us in the direction of the roar to sea. Suddenly, however, she stops dead in her tracks and stares off at the distance curiously. What's wrong? As I said, her body is spiritual in essence. Consequently, I didn't stop due to some physical force pulling me back. I simply noticed she stopped and reacted.
あれはなんだ。
Yeah. Half-heartedly follow her gaze and look diagonally upwards. Hold up. Thereupon I spot what it was that Shinku so dumbstruck. You're kidding. An old mossy lighthouse is situated in that direction. Why, on top of that balcony guardrail is a girl. What's she doing up there? Standing there all by her lonesome, clad in a kimono.
何やってるんだあの子は。あんなところであんな格好で足を滑らせたらどうするつもりなんだ。
Well, she seems a bit faceless, so I don't think she cares too much. It's so late too, and she's all alone. We both exchange glances and tilt our heads in complete bemusement. There's no way that's safe. I feel like bemusement is not the right word there. At least that's not the right emotion there. Just the sight of it is enough to send a shiver down my spine. All it would take is a momentary breeze with just the right amount of force and she'd lose her footing and fall.
なあユーマ。
ん？
ちょっとだけ不謹慎なことを言うかもだけど、いいか。
Sure.
まさかあの子、今からあそこから飛び降ります。というようなタイミングじゃないよな。
What? He thinks he's jumping? Truthfully, I'd already considered that possibility too, which is why Shinku's mentioning it has caused my heart rate to skyrocket. No way, who in their right mind would ever think of doing something like that? But just as I was about to scoff at the absurdity, not a single second later... Wait. The girl standing atop the guardrail reaches out to the moon and surrenders herself to the pull of gravity. What? My body had kicked at autopilot and was already darting towards the lighthouse as fast as my legs could move. That idiot! Took place on a midsummer's night. A night when I was having a bit of trouble sleeping. It fell from the sky where the moon hung. Where the full moon hung was neither rain, nor snow, nor hail, nor feathers like in my dream, but a single girl. It's not raining men. Hallelujah, it's not raining men. It's raining a girl. A singular girl. Opening. Babel Tower looking bastard. Actually, I should look away, really, now that I think about it. Nah, who cares? You shouldn't be standing there, that's dangerous. But yeah, throwing out a theory. Real quick. The voice telling them to save her is in actuality Shinku. Or something like like the girl that's with him is essentially an incomplete aspect. That's why only he can see her and touch her. At least that's my theory. You shouldn't be standing around on those wind turbines. That's dangerous. Yeah, that was a good opening. I liked it. The girl who fell from the sky. Chapter 1. The girl who fell from the sky. Paper moon. I mean, I guess you could say that it looks like it's what's torn up. You know what? That's actually a good place to end it. I went until the opening. Why are all of them telling me farewell until we meet again? I mean, it's fitting currently, but actually, no, I'm curious. Let's say something different when I go to load. It does not. Would have been funny though. But yeah, see you on Thursday, or for you on Saturday, I guess. Bye bye.